Hello everybody, it's time for the first OTA deck, and while the OTA has been pretty bad in my opinion, the buffs they have been pretty okay, but the nerfs are really bad in my opinion. So for example, there's no Doom nerf and so on. But at least Hela got the change. I still think it's a good change because the Luke Cage necessity was really bad in a Hela deck, but now, let's go over the cards and check out how this new deck's playing out. So the first card is still Blade. Blade is always in here because I think it's the best discard card to have in your decks. The rightmost card is pretty decent. You can plan ahead most of the time. And discard whatever you want. And in my opinion, in this deck, it's usually one of the 5 costs or 6 costs, but sometimes you can also discard Death, and if you can discard something, you should use this card. And then the first card that's maybe different from other Hela decks you might have seen after the OTA. I play Fenris Wolf here because we play Samurai and also Black Bolt, which means we will get a free card most of the games. And in my opinion, I think Samurai is really good here because with Fenris Wolf we get a lot of free costs. There's like Gore, there's Iron Man as well. So Fenris Wolf, really decent card here. You can also play Grandmaster if you don't go the Fenris Wolf route. And then Lady Sif, she wasn't in my Hela deck when Hela was the Luke Cage card, like last patch. But now she is back because we play Death again, so it's a free discard with Lady Sif. And I think the card is still pretty decent, so just a good card to discard your higher cost cards. And then finally we have a way to play Swordmaster. He has really good stats, so I always wanted to play him. I put him in a few decks, I posted and uploaded as well. But now he's really good in this Hela deck because we play 5 costs. And we can't discard Hela with Swordmaster. That means we have 1 free discard and we need to discard 5 costs because we can only revive 1 6 cost with the new Hela. So Swordmaster is the best choice in my opinion. And then we have Jubilee, and Jubilee is she's here to do a few things. It's also to get big cards, to get your discard cards, and also hopefully on turn 6, if you don't draw Hela, you can still try and win with Jubilee if it's for 2 cubes. I will usually stay and try to do that. You can play Iron Lad, of course, and Anti-Venom as well in this spot, but I think Jubilee is pretty good for deck thinning as well if you just want to play on turn 4 and if you have Hela in your hand already. And then Silver Samurai, finally we can play this card again. Really good card in my opinion. He needs a little bit of stat up because he only works in 1 or 2 decks, which is pretty weak. And but finally, and also in this meta with Moonstone right now being so good, I've seen a lot of Iron Man, for example, or Mystique, or just different stuff you can discard easily. Also Go, of course, and sometimes even Scroll, or if you play against Destroy, you can discard their Zola, for example, or their Null. So it's really good because we can also revive most of the cards with Fenris Wolf. So I like this card here, and I think it's the most decent card in the new Hela deck. And then Black Cat, it's our 4 cost that wants to get discarded, and we don't really need to do a lot of work for this. If you draw her on turn 4 and you don't have Samurai in your hand, I usually play her because that is it's better than having her on a random spot on turn 6 because you can plan ahead a little bit. But usually if I have Samurai in my hand, I use him and not Black Cat, because Black Cat will be discarded anyways. So if you go for the Hela route, you should let her discard it. If you don't have Hela, or you think you go with the Black Bolt Stature route, I think you should play her on turn 4 if you draw her. And then different to other Hela decks you might have seen is Black Bolt and Stature I play here. and I think it's pretty decent because it makes the deck not 100% on Hela. That means you have a lot of ways to win with Fenris, for example, with high stat cards, Black Bolt, Stature, and then we still have Swordmaster. That's three cards, and you have 21 power on one lane. And then usually you can go on place it Blob or something on turn 6, and it makes you win the other lane most of the time. So Stature is of course here because we play her with Samurai and also with Black Bolt, so I think she's pretty good here. And also I think this deck wins against Hela mirror matches a lot of time with Fenris Wolf and also this Black Bolt Statue combination. And then we have Blob, just a really decent Samurai target. You can also play Gore here, but in my opinion he wasn't that good because I've seen a lot of Super Skrull right now, so he gets stolen like a few games. So I felt Blob is better. He has usually like 15 power or so you can go bigger with Gore, for example, or even Iron Man, but I wanted to have another 6 cost here, and also it's, like I said, not 100% Hela deck, so with Blob on turn 6, you can usually do some stuff and yeah, turn the game around with Blob if you still have good cards in your deck. And then of course Hela, 9 power is decent. I think in this deck she's fine as a 6 cost, but with this change I felt like if she's a 5 cost that would make her really fun to play and a little bit more aggressive. But with a 6 cost, of course, still works, and there's a few decks out there already with, for example, Darkhawk or Ronin. But I like this deck the most, and yeah, you need to decide, I would say, if you go the Black Bolt route or the Hela route, because you can only play 1 card on turn 6. That means even if your statue is 1 cost, usually you can only play Hela on that turn. But that, yeah, you need to decide that. And then they have just the 8 costs, so no other cards in the 8 cost slots. So we will, if we discard her, of course, get her back with 12 power. That's decent. Also destroy, of course, she gets reduced, so maybe we got a free card as well. I haven't played Dev in a while in a Hela deck, but with Lady Sif, I think she's really good here because we want to discard her and she's not a 6 cost. So you should really try out this Hela deck. My friend Chase, he had already a few Infinity ticket with this, and I played a lot and won a lot with this deck as well. A lot of people get surprised by Hela or get surprised by the Fenris Wolf, so you can turn the games around with that. So please check out the gameplay, and yeah, as always, comment, like and subscribe if you don't have already. I will post more Hela decks, I think, because I'm having fun with like trying different stuff here, so yeah, stay tuned for that. But this deck has been insane, so I hope you have good games as I did. So see you next time.